the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready to break.
50 seconds, run. Let's go, defense. Man.
Go out. Topper.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
61, matchbox, right.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice this season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We own it. We own it.
56.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there. First down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they were...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A big run by Kareem Hunt. 54 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurdle them the other way, getting past that first wave.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
55 for Mike.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Bang, bang, bang. Alert, 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 alert.
Check.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. These two teams all tied after 1. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Got his man. It's Eifert. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
30 base.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Hey, Lord.
They'll drop the throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
15.
Mixon with a first down carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish them.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 4, check 4.
Team spell. Snap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A Able to spin free. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Here we go. 50, plant. 56. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Let's go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go, fellas.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They had a very short pickup there, across the 15 to the 16. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
56. Here we go. All day defense.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Bengals on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
It's going to be a long day. Watch twins. Watch twins. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Kings, Kings, Kings.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
20.
Oh, you got deep?
They go play action. Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Go, go, go.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hey, let's get there. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. He's going to... And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And some room to work. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tevin Coleman. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, twisting away. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 9 now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56 is the mic. I got you. I got you. Shoot! Kill!
Fair!
Kill! Turn up! No!
Shoot!
They'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 5'9". Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll run it here with Bernard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6-6, pull it high. Check 26, check 26. Get it.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They're going to look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Hey, Delta. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, exit. Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They will run again with Coleman. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tevin Coleman, 87 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You go tight. You got tight.
Ready?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Got one. Shit. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Whoa.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 31.
Here's Bernard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, switch gears.
On 1st down, Bernard takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back. Safe. Alert flare.
Toss play. This is Anderson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the screen.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8.
218, chop. Ready?
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Deep river.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Hey!
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On the ball. They go.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Williams on the coverage.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal.
A 32-yard.
And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day